favorite rapper's time, your favorite movie star's time, your favorites time. Let's get right into it. I ain't got the time. Domislive demands an apology from the socialites that have delivered this information to TheCzarr. Yes. Now, I've been conversing and speaking with him since this week has happened. Now, after speaking, tomorrow, he is going to present receipts that are going to back up his positionality and his whole indication and understanding. Who is this socialite he's taking a stance against? Let's go over to Instagram. Queen Prodigy 369. Again, all lowercase, Queen Prodigy 369. He is not only demanding an apology, but he is going to provide information that's going to show the post that was indicated and posted at Queen Prodigy 369 is not in nature that the post is fictitious, but it was the stemming of an inside joke type situation in which Tentacion was not serious. Now, why is TheCzarr entertaining this? Because the listener should not be denied, ever. So, with me sticking to that ideology, I must present to you points and things of everyone's view to clear their name. Because he deserves that. Whether you like him or not, he deserves it. Even if you love him, he deserves it. Because he has built his platform a certain way, and he has to show his receipts and his stance and things. Now, Queen Prodigy, someone that we see with the petitions, we see pushing for justice, has synonymously been there since the beginning. So that's why this is even more important. She's been there since the start. And she has her right to stand her ground and to provide insight into the fact that something's not true. Just as anyone would. This is very important. This is different. TheCzarr is moving a different way right now with this, allowing two people to show their proof. January 18th. I know Queen Prodigy is down to have a conversation. After tomorrow, I will speak with Domislive and see if he's down to have a live conversation. And these two will both present their points. Queen has already reinforced her receipt on Queen Prodigy 369 on Instagram. And he is willing to provide insight into why it is not that way. Now, how he's going to do this, I'm not sure. But I do know he has said that he likes an apology for putting information out there that way to make him seem a certain way, no matter what you think. Now, you guys can give give deep insight into your thoughts. Who do you think is more credible by giving this receipt? Now, I have no knowledge if they both are going to show up with other receipts. I do know Queen Prodigy said that's not the only thing she has to show she's been credible in providing information against him being right or wrong. I do know I had a long, in-depth conversation with both of them. Two people, I can say I respect their point of view, so I'm going to allow them to speak their piece. If they are willing to conversate it out, discussing these receipts, we will have that. That's what I plan to have go on. Just so you have an idea of how the live is, and it's not just getting dropped in community. So January 18th is when I look forward to having this, which not only gives them, so I was talking with both of them since the beginning of this week, so they would have 2 weeks for them to come up with information in order to provide insight. So they would be able to defend themselves cordially against one another's talking of where someone's wrong or where someone's right. Now, why would we go this route? It's because this is filling in the blanks on people who are around fighting for justice, for job. It is literally giving other people a reason to speak and conversate things out, by which I hope that they could come to terms and become cordial with each other, to become some sort of entity, so a combined force in nature of personas can look for the best to bring upon some level of committed nature to push the agenda of progress. That's what we're trying to get to. Ultimately, that's the outcome. Now, how is it going to go? I'm not sure. Are they both going to confirm that they can do it? I'm not sure. I'm almost certain, though, that Queen Prodigy 369 on Instagram is ready to stand her ground in what she showed me and speak on her behalf on situations versus Domislive's apology that he is demanding for the release of certain information because it was released, in his opinion, in a malicious manner to demean and discredit him versus what it truly was dealing with their relationship. Now, why is this of importance? As we know, a plaque was delivered to him. And as things have been speculated that we have not spoken on, that he did not offer that to him, he has otherwise to show that the relationship was at such a level that it would be. So we are going to listen to what he has to say, what he derives, what Queen Prodigy has to say, what she derives. I've heard Queen Prodigy out in full, and she already understands that this is the situation. I've spoken with Dom about receipts that he's going to show me tomorrow. I'm going to stand out the way, even looking at the receipts. I'm just making sure that these two are going to provide insight and not just come at each other's throats. They may, but I have no control over that. I'm simply being objective and fully holding an ear to both of them and giving them both the chance to speak their piece. But in Domislive's side, he demands an apology. Queen Prodigy has not told me what she demands from him if he were to be proven untrue. But he says his receipts are good enough that it will not. I will look at them. I'm not the determining, nor am I the judge of your consequence of you arguing. We are literally making sure the listener is not denied the opportunity to hear you both out. Because we have a lot of people that are torn between this, leaning one way, and some of them are leaning the other way. So I cannot control the situation. But what I can control is the fact information is released in a justified manner, and that these two are not going to be just sitting here slaying each other, coming at each other, yelling at each other. We're going to have a civilized discussion like politics, like politicians do all the time. Consequently, right now, they're not in agreement with the situation of the wall being built, which I truly understand that can lean both ways. But we're going to be respectful, and we're going to let them say what they got to say. We're not going to stand on them. We're not going to be ignorant. I'm literally going to just be listening. And if it does get out of control, I will let them know, hey, let's calm down. Let's get back to receipts so we could talk facts and not deal with a situation of one or two of you blowing up at the other and this being a long-standing feud. Now, she has tagged him in her receipt on her Instagram saying, look at what I found. And he's made some comments to me that I'll let them make their comments to each other. I will not give a disclosure of what we've talked about. Not me with him, not me with her. So I'm going to let that stand, and we're going to see which one of these two are going to stand victorious in trying to prove their point. Now, here's what I want to say too. You guys will be the determining factor. That's why I wanted to see who all would show up to the live so you can see it. Now, one or the other may not show up, but we're also prepared for that in case that does not happen. The show will go on. But that's my thing. This will be the opportunity for them both to be heard in a large manner and for them to make a stance against the other and what was said against their name. This is the most important part from what I understand it to be. This was a public announcement, so you guys are aware of exactly what it is I'm looking to bring. And I want you to stay mindful that the progress is justice for TheCzarr over everything. But ultimately, what we're going to discuss here is dealing with the factors between the people that have been providing insight and pushing the agenda to have justice for a young man that was taken preemptively to his time dealing with this industry. I want to say this too. If there's any other socialites out there that are pushing the agenda, you're welcome to come here, subscribe, hit the bell, rock with me. I will do lives with you. Only if you're looking to push progress, and we have to conversate first, because I'm not just putting anyone on a platform. I talked with Domislive before. I talked with Queen Prodigy multiple times before. Same with Domislive, and that's why I'm comfortable with saying what I'm saying and being open to them to discussing this for the public to see the type of discussion, instead of just in comments and someone posting pictures, posting things, so the other has time to rebuttal and respond without being unjustifiably accused of something or having some type of distaste towards them for speaking the way they feel. This has been a public service announcement by yours truly. You rocking with All Rights Reserved.